Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. How are you today? Okay, good. Alhamdulillah. I hope all of you are feeling well and in good condition. Okay, so today let us continue on topic density that we have learned before about density, why some objects are float and some objects are sink. Okay, before we start our lesson, let's recite doa together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wa anshur alaina min khazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilman warzuqni fahman. Amin. Okay, I hope all of you get ready with your activity books. Okay, and also if you have textbook, also you can get ready with your textbook. But I will show my slide so that you can see what we're going to learn today. Okay, firstly, let me share my screen.
Oh, itu kan udah buka belum? Berapa dengan kawan ibu? Dengan kawan ibu
You
tak
got the
buat.
class. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, as usual, I will do a revision about density, then we will proceed with the activity books, okay? Okay, density, as we have learned, density is related with object, whether they are sink or float. Okay, as you can see in my slide here. Okay, the floating or sinking of an object is related to the density of the object against the density of water. Okay, as all of you know, the density of object is different from one to another. Okay, different object, they will have different density. Some object are float and some object are sink. Okay, look at to the next slide. As you can see in my slide, there are 6 different objects, and all the objects, they will have different density. As you can see here, 3 objects here are float and 3 objects here are sink. As you can see here, toys, duck, which are made up from plastic, and then cork and also batang kayu ni. Okay, all of these objects are float. And why these objects are float? Because of the density. And you can see also key, glass, and also clay. These objects are sink, and these objects sink because of their density. Okay, I will explain further after this. Okay, look at here. Object, they are less than water, they will float, and object, they are more dense than water, they will sink. As you can see here, this object are float and this object are sink. The object which are sink because they are more dense, while the object which are float because they are less dense. Okay, remember plastic, wood, and cork. All of these objects are float because they are less dense. So to complete the sentence, okay, look at here. Plastic, wood, and cork are less dense than water. Okay, plastic, wood, and cork are float. Okay, are float because they are less dense than water. So the key word here, they are fluid because they are less dense than water. Because they are less dense than water. Okay, look at to the next slide. As you can see here, key which are made up from metal, glass and also clay. All of these objects are sink. This is because they are more dense than water. This is water. So when these objects are sink, because they are more dense than water. Okay, let me complete the sentence. Metal, glass and clay are sink because they are more dense than water. So the sentence here, metal, glass and clay are sink. Why they are sink? Because they are more dense than water. So remember the keyword more dense than water. That means the object will sink. Okay, look at to the next slide. Okay, now I want to ask you, why does log float on the surface in the water but scissors sink in the water? Okay, now explain by yourself why log here is float and why this scissor and this spoon are sink in the water. Okay, I give you 1 minute. Okay, think, and after this, I will tell you why this log are float and this scissor and spoon are sink. As you know, this log is very heavy. It's big and heavy. So why this log float? Compared to scissor and spoon, this one is light, ringan je compared to log. But these objects are sink. Why? Okay, let me tell you. The log here is float because the log is less dense than water. Yes, yeah. Okay, let me write here. The log is float because it is less dense than water. Okay, while here, as you can see, the scissor and spoon is sink because it is more dense than water. So this is why the log is float because it is less dense than water. Why scissor and spoon is sink because it is more dense than water. So I hope you can remember this point. Okay, let's look at to the next slide. Okay, and before this, I already tell you how we want to make the water become more dense. Okay, look at to the dialogue here. Oh, it looks like the grape is more dense than water. Okay, as you can see here, the grape is sink in the water. So this student tell, can this grape float on the surface of the water? So they want make the grape float in the water. So how? Okay, the grape will float when the water become more dense. So the grape here will float when the water is more dense. Okay, how can that happen? Okay, as you can see here, the grip in the beaker, the grip is less dense. The grip is more dense the water. That's why the grip is sink. So now, how we want to make the water is more dense than the grip?
Kita tahu. Oh, ibu warna.
Okay, let's look at to the next slide. Okay, as you can see here, when salt is dissolved in water, the water will become more dense. So remember, when we put salt in the water, so the water will become more dense. Therefore, the grip that sink before now will float. So now the water become more dense when salt is added to it. So as you can see here, this grip is sink. When they are sink, that means the grip is more dense the water. But now, as you can see here, when we put salt in the water, the grip is float. That means the salt water is more dense. So the salt water here is more dense than the grape. That's why the grape is float. So here is the salt water. That's why the grape is float, because the salt water is more dense than grape. Okay, another example, as you can see here, the egg here is sink in the water. Okay, that means the egg is more dense the water. That's why the egg is sink in the water. Okay, let me write here. The egg is sink because it is more dense the water. Okay. Okay, next, as you can see here, the egg now is float. Okay, the egg here is float. When we put salt inside the water, the egg now is not sink, but the egg now is float. Okay, let me write here. The egg is float because it less dense than salt water. So you have to write it here. The egg is less dense than salt water. Okay, I hope you can remember the concept of density, why the object is float and why the object is sink. Okay, look at to this application. Ship and anchor are made of iron. A ship float on the surface of the water, but the anchor sink. Why? Okay, as you know, the same concept. If the object is float, that means the object is less dense the water, and the object is sinks because the object is more dense the water. Okay, this is another concept why this floating is float and this life jacket is float. Okay, this boat float because it is less dense the water. Okay, now I will share with you. Let's proceed with the activity books. Okay, last time we have discussed on page 66. Okay, I already discussed page 66. Now we proceed with page 67 and 68. That is okay. Let me repeat again the discussion on 66. Okay, let's look at to the page 66. Okay, look at here. Okay, the diagram below show the comparison in the density of various objects and liquid in a beaker. As we can see, there are various objects, key, cork, toy brick, and also grip. This is different object. And also in different liquid. Liquid here, oil, water, and syrup. So all of these things have different density. So the first question, state your observation of the cork. So what happened to this cork? Okay, observation, what did you see? Okay, what is your observation of the cork? As you can see here, the cork is float. So you write here, the cork is float. Okay, number 2. What is your inference on the cork? So that's mean why the cork is float. Okay, the cork float because it's less dense. It's less than the oil. Less dense the oil. That's why the cork is float because it is less dense the oil. Okay, now let's look at the question number 2. Okay, if the key is placed in the beaker, predict the correct position of the key by marking X on the diagram above. So when teacher put key inside the beaker, so where does the key go? Okay, key will sink in the beaker. So teacher will put here X. Okay, the key will sink in the beaker. Okay, now state your inference for the answer above. Why the key here is sink? So as usual, the key sink because it more dense the syrup. Not water but syrup because here is syrup and here is the key. See, the key sink because it more dense the syrup. Okay, next complete the sentence below. Object and liquid are, then water will float. Okay, the object and liquid there are less dense. Less than the water will float on the surface of the water. And object and liquid there are more dense than water will sink. So I hope you can answer the question, page 66. Okay, now let's proceed to the page 67. Okay, I give you 2 minutes to complete the exercise. '67. Okay, try to answer by yourself first. Okay, now let's discuss the answer. I hope you already done. If you're not done, you pause and then you start after you. Then I will discuss the answer. Okay, now Aisyah put some ping pong ball in the aquarium. This ping pong ball doesn't sink in the water. So Aisyah here, okay, Aisyah put the ping pong ball inside the aquarium. But the ping pong ball here are float. Okay, now you have to answer the following question. Why do ping pong ball float on the surface of water? Okay, as I mentioned just now, when the object is float, that means the object is less than. So the ping pong ball is less than. So right here, ping pong ball is less than the water. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, now the question number 2. Suggest an object that will sink when placed into Aisyah aquarium. So you have to suggest any object which are sink in the aquarium. Okay, think. What object is that? Okay, let's say teacher put key. Key is sink in the water because it more than water. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, you can mention any object. Okay, here I said here key. So you can put key, coin, metal, any metal or stone. Okay, it's up to you. Okay. Okay, now for the question number 2 here, look at the picture and complete the sentence below. Okay, life buoy, the buoyancy, this one is buoyancy here, the float, can help save life because, okay, why? Okay, because it can float. Because it can float due to less dense than water. So complete your answer here. It can float due to less dense than water because of the density. If lifebuoy is less dense than water, that's why it floats. Okay, have you done complete the answer? Okay, if done, let's proceed to the page 68. Okay, now let's proceed to page 68. Okay, the last page here, water become more dense. Okay, Lim conduct activity A and B as shown below. I give you one minute to complete the question here. Activity A and B. Then teacher will discuss the answer. Try to complete the question. To complete the answer, read the question carefully. I give you 1 minute only. Try to read first so that you can more understand when I teach you.
Hai Bu. Abang, ada cakap Bu apa?
Sekejap buat di kelas Okay, next. Okay, let's discuss the question page 68. Okay, Lim conduct activity A and B as shown below. Okay, activity here A, they put egg in the water, and activity B, they put salt in the water. Okay, observe activity A. Compare the density of water and the egg. Okay, in activity A, what can you see? The egg here is float or sink? Okay, as you can see, the egg here is sink. So your observation here, the egg is sink. Okay, now why the egg here is sink? Okay, the egg sink because it is more dense the water. Okay, so the egg is sink because it more dense the water. More dense than water. This is the answer. Okay, for question number 2. Observe activity B. Okay, B here, they put salt. Observe activity B. Why does the egg float? Why does the egg float? Why does the egg float? Okay, the egg here, the egg float because it is less than the salt water. Okay, that's why the egg is float. Okay, now number 2. How does the water become more dense? Okay, remember the water more dense because when we put salt, the water will become more dense. So how does the water become more dense? Okay, when we put salt, in the water, the salt water will become more dense. When we put salt in the water, the salt water become more dense. Okay, the last question for question number 3. Okay. Tick the object that make water more dense. Okay, tick object. Okay. Tick object that make water become more dense. Like I mentioned last time, where we put sugar, we put salt, the water will become more dense. So now you have to tick object that make water more dense. Okay, the answer here, when we put sugar and condensed milk, the water will become more dense. So this is the answer. When we put cooking oil, no, cooking oil will float in the water. Okay, I hope all of you complete copy the answer. Okay, now I will share my screen and I will show you a simple experiment. Maybe you can do at your home. Okay, as you can see here, anak teacher dah nangis, so teacher kena cepat. Okay, as you can see here, this is water. You can do the experiment at your home. Teacher will use water, and now teacher will use oil. Okay, as you can see, as you can see,
Yes.
the oil will float in the the oil will float. Nampak kan? The oil is float. Why this oil float? The oil float because the oil here is less than the water. But now when teacher put key, okay, the key here is sink. Why the key is sink? Because the key is more dense than water. Okay, that's all for today. Okay. We will see teacher will see you on. Okay, when you come back to school, teacher will see you and maybe we can do more experiment. Okay, that's all for today. Before we end our lesson, let's recite Surah Wal-As. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal as innal insana lafi khusr illa allazina amanu wa amilus solihati wa tawassaw bil haqqi wa tawassaw bis sabr. Okay, that's all for today. Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Oh, tadi ada kecil bukan? Cuma nampak tu.